Oh, how are you? It is Arc Salt Lake on a fine Friday evening, January the 30th. Tonight, we are taking a look at something a lot of you are very aware of in our country right now, ICE protests, specifically in Salt Lake City. But first, we have exclusive video of the aftermath of an ICE arrest, or at least a Customs and Border Protection related CBP arrest in West Valley City. The ICE arrest left a business's door shattered and two families searching for some answers. A witness said agents could not produce a warrant. They told her they did not need one. So this is the entire video that 2 News obtained. You're going to come up with your own thoughts about this anyway, so just do it and watch it and listen.
What the f? Look at what the f they did. Look at all this. You think they did that with the warrant? Look at this. Look at these. Where's your guys' warrant?
Stay back.
Where's your guys' warrant?
Stay back.
No, where's your warrant?
Stay back.
Where's the warrant?
Stand right there.
Where's the warrant?
I don't need one.
Yes, you do. Where's the warrant? You guys do this?
Back. I need you to wrap that up.
For what?
Stay back. Stop getting closer to me. Stay back there.
I'm back. I'm back. I ain't gonna do to you. I'm back. You guys have to leave. My lawyer is coming.
Good.
You guys want to get sued?
Are you done?
What's your badge
Stay
number?
back.
No, I want to get you guys. All right.
This kill you inside your stuff.
Yes, you guys aren't supposed to be back here.
Stand back here. You can record, but stay
I'm
back.
already back here. You guys haven't shown
why do
me.
you
You
keep
guys
going
haven't
up here?
identified yourself. I don't know who the you guys are. What is that? What the is that?
Federal agent.
I need a warrant. I need a warrant.
You do not need a warrant.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You know how you guys came in?
Listen, yeah, I know.
Illegally.
No.
You guys broke the window.
Yes, we did.
Because you guys don't have a warrant.
We don't need one.
Yes,
Stay
you
back
do.
Here. Stay back here.
Hey, what the I ain't doing I'm making sure he's safe. Excuse you.
I need to leave it. Okay.
¿Dónde? Sí, ¿dónde está todo? Give me my
Back up!
Don't yell at me.
Don't bump into me. Back up.
I'm already here. He's trying to give me
distance.
something. You know this whole building has cameras, right?
That's great. Stay at an arm's distance.
Well, one of the men detained that day say unmarked vehicles followed him, tried to pull him over when he got to work. That is according to his wife. Liv Kelleher spoke with the woman who shared how she felt that day and what her future plans are.
I wasn't like mentally prepared for them to take him because he's never done anything. He has no criminal record. He doesn't do any. He's been there for for maybe 20 plus years, and he's been here for maybe longer. And in all that time, he's never done anything. So I wasn't prepared for them to take him, you know?
Now that your husband has been detained and you think he's going to go to El Salvador,
Yeah.
What are you and your kids going to do?
Well, right now I'm just waiting for him to arrive safely to El Salvador. And I think we're going to talk about our future when he's over there. I feel like I might just migrate to El Salvador, see if they don't kick me back. Just how Trump is doing with people here, you know, kicking them out. Hopefully they don't kick me and my kids out of El Salvador, you know, but I don't think so because they have a really good president out there now. And I feel like that president is better than the one we have now here.
Do you have any concerns about moving your family out of the country?
Not anymore. I used to, but I feel like that's the safest choice I'm gonna have to do to protect my family because they're killing their own people here. I don't know if you heard about the Alex and Renee in Minnesota. They're killing their own people. They don't care anymore. It's not just our people that they're killing, you know? So I don't even feel safe here. I feel more safe over there. I've been there 3 times. I take my kids there every year. I've been there, came back. I just feel safer over there.
So as an American, you feel like you're better off outside of the country right now?
Yes.
Did you ever think it would get to this place?
No.
Well, we also spoke with an immigration attorney. He says the agents should have provided a warrant with judicial authorization. Take a listen.
The number one thing is that now you want to go and fight for a bond so this person can be released and they don't have to go to the horrific experience of being at a detention center where they're being treated very inhumane. So if you try to go after like recourses because there was a violation of certain constitutional right or something like that, that might actually be not in the best interest of the client because it may delay proceedings even more. So that's why it's so unfair, and people don't understand how difficult it is for immigrant families to have to deal with this, because not only now this person will have to hire an attorney, now this person is going to have to pay a bond, but then if they really want to go to the heart of it because of the constitutional violations, then you have to go to federal court, unrelated to really the immigration court. And the judicial system is not really there to support, to help, to aid the immigrant community in the same way that it does to the American people.
And then in terms of constitutional violations, is this a Fourth Amendment violation, or what amendment violation is this?
It should definitely be a Fourth Amendment violation. Again, there was no reason that can be captured on the video or even explained by the officer that they had any sort of exigent circumstance to have the excuse necessary or the pretext necessary to violently break a door, go into a business without being allowed to, what is considered private property without being allowed to. So yes, this is a violation of the Fourth Amendment.
We reached out to ICE and Customs and Border Patrol, but did not hear back. Just checking ICE's website to see if they have this in their FAQ. They say ICE does not need judicial warrants to make arrests. Quote, like all other law enforcement officers, ICE officers and agents can initiate consensual encounters, speak with people, and briefly detain aliens when they have reasonable suspicion that aliens are legally or illegally present, rather, in the United States, and then they can make an arrest. That is according to the ICE website. Meanwhile, protests against ICE have been nationwide today, and right here in Salt Lake City, demonstrators marched from the state capitol to the immigration facility by 7th South. Near the end of it, police, Salt Lake City police here, by the way, made several arrests. Police say that 4 people were arrested for blocking the road and refusing to comply with lawful dispersal orders, but they also thanked those who protested peacefully. Our photojournalist Daniel Kovac spoke to a couple of the protesters before those arrests about why they felt like it was important to show up today.
I'm trying to be a good person and support good things and be kind to my fellow humans. So,
how has the last few months made you feel in your heart?
It's stressful, anxiety-inducing. It's depressing. There's a lot of hopelessness. You see so much intensity and so much hatred for something that seems so obvious. To just be kind to each other, to help each other out.
When you're surrounded by people who seem like are of the same mindset as you, does that help? Does that make you feel a little more in a community?
It feels, yeah. I mean, we all get together and, I mean, you think about exactly the kind of like, it makes you wonder if we're all on the same page, and it seems reasonable to be on this page. How in the world do you get so far adrift from it? And so it's confounding and confusing, and it feels like we're all together on a raft.
Brady, what does it feel like?
It feels really comforting to know that so many people care about a cause that I care about.
What message do you hope this sends to people who are sitting on their couch, maybe not participating, or people who are on the other side of the argument?
I hope that people understand that it's a right for us to peacefully protest and to stand up for what we believe in. And I think that not a lot of coverage happens of peaceful protesting and people exercising like a very important constitutional right. And I want people to know that protesters aren't trying to be violent. They're not trying to destroy America. They're here to defend democracy because they care about their communities and their neighbors being.
Well, as more protests happen, you can stay with 2 News for complete coverage. We do make our way to our fair share, by the way, despite the comments. But I know not everybody can watch everything, but you can always get everything on our 2 News mobile app. It is very easy to just get up in the know with the day's news by getting those updates sent right to your cell phone. Still ahead here on Arc Salt Lake, investing in real estate right from your phone at the press of a button. Everything is just so easy these days, isn't it? Where this is happening in Utah and what you need to know before investing your hard-earned money. Well, evolving technology is making it easier to invest in shares of real estate. Investments across the country are available at the press of a button. In tonight's Eye on Your Money, Kristen McPeak takes a closer look at these kinds of apps and what to consider if you want to invest your money.
I looked through a few recommended real estate investment apps by Business Insider. Turns out I found a home you can buy shares in right here in Utah County. Apps like Fundrise, Equity Multiple, Diversity Fund, all made the top of the list for recommended real estate investment apps by Business Insider. You can literally just click on a home and then buy a share of the house.
That's
Have
cool.
you seen anything like this?
I have not seen anything like that before.
On the streets of Salt Lake City, not many people have heard of this.
More people probably should be investing in stuff like that. I don't think it's realistic for people my age to own a family home.
I spoke to co-founder and CEO of one of those apps called Arrived. The app shows this fully funded home in Saratoga Springs.
So Arrive makes it easy for anyone to buy and sell shares of rental properties across the country. Instead of buying a whole property, they can buy just a share of a property starting from just $100.
Here's how it works. Take this home in Utah. Over 1,500 people own a share in it. It's rented out. After 6 months of investing, you can request some or all of your shares. Who can use this?
So the platform's really available to everyone, anyone over the age of 18, whether you're an accredited investor or a not accredited investor. We really created this platform so that anyone can participate. And part of the way that we do that is that we register every property through a securitization process with the SEC.
Robert Cummings, the director of Utah Division of Securities, spoke with me more in depth about how apps like these work.
These apps use what are called real estate investment trusts. These have been around since the 1960s, so these apps didn't, create a new investment. They're using an old tool in a new way.
So are these apps a good investment? Cummings says whether you want to build equity or get a strong return, you need to consider a few things first.
We strongly encourage anybody looking at investing to talk with a professional, talk with a financial advisor, get a free consult, because this shouldn't be a question of, I want to invest in real estate, how do I? It should be a question of what are your goals?
He says the best way to build equity is to purchase a home on your own in this booming market.
Salt Lake City, is one that we've been excited about and expanding into because it's consistently rated as one of the top cities in terms of just places where people want to live.
Cummings says that there is a place you can go to pull files and learn about the risks of an investment online. It's called the Edgar Portal. We'll have a link to that on KUTV.com. In Utah County, Krista McPeak, KUTV 2 News.
Let's talk about it, shall we? I know anything I say or do will not instill the change of our weather, but it's just more mild weather on the way, Sean. Sound about right?
Yeah, and it's going to get milder as we head into the day tomorrow and into Sunday. So we're locking in this weather pattern here. Unfortunately, for at least the next 7 to 9 days. Just beyond that time frame, Brian, we can maybe see some changes. But yeah, we've got plenty of mild weather here. In the days ahead, Utah snowpack continues to suffer as a result with the warm conditions, down to 57% of average. So not looking too good, dealing with one of the driest Januaries on record. It is the least snowy winter on record right now for the Salt Lake Valley, as we've only picked up 1/10 of an inch, but there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance? Yes, 10 days away, maybe Monday, February 9th. That's what we're looking at for the potential for a pattern change, and the Climate Prediction Center is on board with that, thinking that in the middle of February, you might start to see a little bit more active weather, and that means a series of storms that could produce finally dry weather out towards the east, which means we get more active weather back out towards the west. Right now, this is kind of flipped around, but we're hoping that we can flip it into this direction, and that would be nice to see, and then hoping we can play some major catch-up, because we've got a long way to go to get closer to normal catch-up. Yeah, right where we should be for this time of year. Freezing fog tonight, we've got to deal with that here. Some patchy, dense fog out there, less than a quarter mile visibility. It'll be thickest in around the Great Salt Lake, so we'll be watching out for the visibilities here over the next few hours. Right around 9 p.m. last night is when this got pretty bad, so we'll watch out for that. Already a little bit slightly reduced into Tooele County area. We'll be watching the air quality as well. This will suffer as we get into the weekend especially, but then it'll clean out the air as we get into Monday with the cold front moving in. It'll be a dry front, but at least it'll make the visibility and the clean air return to the area. We're in the 30s up and down the Wasatch Front right now as we kick off your evening. It is chilly out there, freezing cold in Park City, 31 in Heber, 33 in Panguitch, and 57 right now in St. George. A little bit cloudier up towards the north, but we are dry and snow-free. Look at this, though. We've got another storm across portions of the southeast. and the Carolinas could see upwards of 4 to 8 inches of snow. So this will impact travel for the weekend if you're flying to this part of the country here. But just goes to show that everyone continues to get snow except us. And we could even actually see some Gulf-enhanced snow developing into Florida here in the weekend. So it's just remarkable cold outbreak here. Meanwhile, we've got the ridge of high pressure system will be overhead. But eventually, again, beyond the 7-day forecast, about 10 days away, I'm going to show you what some of the models are showing for February 9th on that Monday. We can maybe see a storm. So that's what we're looking forward to here, well beyond this 7-day forecast. So we've got 20s and 30s for lows overnight, highs tomorrow into the 50s here. Mild weather after a foggy start. St. George nearing 70 by Sunday and Monday. Beautiful weather for all of next week. And then across the Wasatch Front, we're into the 50s each and every day, with more haze returning by the middle of next week.
Dude, I'm excited for February 9th. Like, a little
9th.
Change, a little potential. I'm in.
Yeah, it stinks that we're going to start off February for the whole week without any snow, but
yeah,
at least we can see something in the future.
Could be the shift.
Over the past 2 weeks, we didn't see anything in the long range, so it's nice to see something. It starts with that.
That was
first.
nice. Very encouraging. I appreciate that.
You're nice, too.
Yeah, well, some days. Thank you, Sean. Coming up on ARC Salt Lake, 30 Olympians with ties to the University of Utah are heading to Italy for the Winter Olympics next week. What events they're competing in. Cool. University of Utah says 30 athletes with ties to the school will take part in next month's Winter Olympics in Italy. 13 freestyle skiers and free skiers, 8 speed skaters, 2 snowboarders, 2 ski jumpers. Pretty cool.
Yeah, they're all going to wear the red, white, and blue representing Team USA. Additionally, 4 U alumni will represent other countries at the Games. The Winter Olympics start 1 week from tonight.
Well, the final Sundance Film Festival underway right now in Park City today. Festival goers came together to celebrate Sundance's roots. The culmination event called Everyone Has a Story. 4 decades of the Sundance Film Festival in Utah brought artists, alumni, industry staff, and volunteers for a program of stories, shared memories, archives, and legendary moments.
Yeah, the Independent Film Festival is wrapping up its last weekend in Utah before it heads over to Boulder, Colorado next year.
Yeah, this is the final couple of days here for Sundance in Utah. We'll see if it ever makes a return. But you need something to do this weekend. You know where to go. Take part in a little history. We'll see you on Monday. Be safe.